Good afternoon, Dennis Burns, Fire Behavior Analyst for California Interagency Incident Management Team 2 with your evening update for October 12th, the KMP complex. If you missed this morning's briefing, our team, California Team 2, will be taking over the whole incident as of 6 o'clock tonight. Also, because we're not rolling with a night shift because conditions have changed pretty significantly, we'll just be doing one of these updates every afternoon, evening. So I'm going to start in a little different spot today. I'm going to start down here in Division Alpha, which is, that area that's kind of out west of Three Rivers. And this is all in mop-up and patrol. And then we come down into Division Charlie, which is above the East Fork of the Kaweah River. Even though it shows red on the map, for the most part, they're just reinforcing and mopping all this in, trying to get some good depth. I took a flight today. Not a lot of visible heat, and what visible heat there was, they were working it with aircraft. Coming on up the slope here, pretty much the same story. This is, even though it doesn't reflect on the map, this is almost straight up and down. We're trying to really limit the exposure to crews in there. There's been multiple injuries in this area because of rocks and whatnot. So, but it's looking good. It's not really, the fire's not moving. It's not going to push us. This is all Division Echo, going out towards Cliff Creek and below the middle fork of the Kaweah River. Again, not a lot of heat visible along where the fire's hung up along the river. There is a little bit of heat out here in isolated pockets, and it's backing down. There was also a mixture of snow up there from yesterday's storms. Not expecting any significant movement on the fire there, and this part of the fire is actually unstaffed. Coming on up into Division Lima, the focus has been around the giant forest grove. This part of the fire here is hung up on a really steep rocky face. The only true heat is right out here on the very eastern end. It's kind of hung up in rocks. It'll eventually want to work its way east, and they're looking to see if there's a way to deal with it, but it would take rock climbing gear to get the crews down off the side to deal with all that heat in this area. For the most part, going along the highway, just mop up and patrol. We've been talking about this piece out here in our division, Papa. Again, not going anywhere. The fuels have really gotten real scattered, and then we have a pretty significant granite face here for the fire that it will not cross. Coming on up towards Cabin Creek, this is, even though it's black, we still have it in a patrol status. Crews are continuing to work out this little bit of a slop over where it did cross the highway. Looking good there, and they're reinforcing this direct line that they put in here. Probably 2 to 3 days before we feel confident that we'll start putting black on the map. Coming back up onto the General's Highway, again, just kind of patrolling this, making sure everything's looking good there. Going up along Park Ridge, same story, back down to the highway, and then into our Division Union, all the same story. There's still quite a few burning trees coming down and rocks busting loose and taking burning material. That's the main reason why these areas aren't in black yet, because material still has the potential of crossing our lines. Some of it's so interior that we can't safely put crews in, so we're basically down on the roads or on the fire lines playing catch with that. For the rest of Division Union, east of Heartland and all that, this is all in a patrol status now. So that's your evening update for the KMP complex for October 12th. I'll talk to you tomorrow.